What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Barbecue Late Night Live Show, where we keep you up to date with all things barbecue. I am your host, Andrew from Los Angeles, California. Co-host Jared, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Frac Daddy Barbecue, all the way from South Texas, the greatest place on earth. You guys may have seen Andrew and I a few times doing some awesome videos.
Right on, man. And I will not agree with you on that, man. So, hey, tonight we basically just want to hop on and say Happy New Year. We are so excited on what 2021 brings. We are going to be looking at some highlights and going over our best cooks of 2020, our disasters of 2020. And then also we got a product announcement that was just announced, and it will literally blow your mind because it involves gaming and barbecue in the same thing. And I'm like, there's no way. But you know what? It is so fitting for 2020. But let's dive in. Let's say hi to some people that are in the chat right now. I am seeing Laura all the way from Canada. Laura, you better be taking care of those mooses. You better be. Man, I'm telling you, Laura will email me like 20 times a day and be like, I found another moose video. Right? You know what? What's funny, Laura, the 2020 actually sent me this outfit, and it was very fitting because, 2020 was so crazy and off the wall. I figured, you know what? All right, just for 2020's sake, we'll wear it. Craziness. Jared, what you drinking on tonight?
Well, let me show you guys. I am sipping on one of my favorite things. I am sipping on some Jameson Black Barrel. Woo. It is a 10-year aged Irish whiskey. It is
right on.
Magnifico.
Very cool. I got, I'm from Los Angeles, so we're going to do the whole craft beer thing here tonight. And what's funny is this is so craft, I can't even read the logo on it. All I know is it's a hazy IPA.
Ooh.
It is delicious. And it's like, look at this like tie-dye action you got on here.
You got me turned on to hazy IPAs. You know that?
So I think it's called 4 Pound. I don't know. I can't even pronounce but here's the name of it. If y'all can even read, is Barry or whatever.
Like 4 pounds of weed?
No, there ain't no weed in here, man. Anyway, so I'm gonna crack this open so we can get, we gotta get. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, right on. I'm seeing John. I'm seeing Mitch. What is going on, guys? We got 11 beautiful people in here. That is awesome. If you can hit the whoa. What is Reggie?
Bro, did you see that, Andrew?
Bro, hold on a second. Here we go. Dude, I want to congratulate Reggie. Dude, thank you for dropping that. You just want to get 2021 off on the right start. Thank you, brother, for that super chat, man. What is going on? Dude, we got One Road in the house, and dude, Run Road, I have a question for you. Did you hit your 150,000 subscriber mark? Because I know that you were just live, a few hours ago, and you were like 26 away. So let me know if you hit it, and if not, dude, I will send some. We got 15 beautiful people in here. I will send some people over to you, but let me know, man. What?
I'm gonna go subscribe to him right now,
dude. Yeah, go check out One Road. He is basically, what's funny is when I first started out, it was literally One Road that was like, hey, get a professional sounding mic, and I'm just like, be like, oh my gosh, dude, like he was dropping. So, I mean, if you want to see actually like video excellence and a pretty good looking dude, like this guy is he's got it going on. So yeah, go. Oh, dude, look away. You're so close. 6 away.
I just subscribed.
Okay. Well, now you're 5 away. His phone subscribed. So he is 5 away from 150,000 subscribers. Oh, my mind is blown. I mean, I'm happy over here that our channel hit 100. Not 100. I hit 10K.
10,000.
I'm just happy at that. And then here we have One Road in here, and he's just like, "What up, 150, baby?" He could literally come over and take that like silver play button, just like whack me over the head with it.
Hey, you know what?
Let's collab.
Here's to your 10K, and here's to one road hitting 150K.
Right on. That is awesome. Very cool. Okay, so Jared.
Yes, sir.
I think before we get into talking about our cooks, I think I need to announce or at least show what I found on the interwebs. And you would think that this would never connect. You would think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash only for 2 seconds a photo on the screen. And I want you to leave in the comments what you think this is. And then we're going to dive in. So let me get over here. So again, it's only going to be on the screen for 2 seconds. And then I want you to type in the comments, what on earth do you think this is? You ready? Here we go. There you go. You saw it. Now, I will say, it is barbecue related. So now let me hop into the comments, and I want to see any guesses. What's going on, Bobby? Welcome. I want to see any guesses on what you think this is, because when I saw it, it literally blew my mind. So I'm going to let some guesses come in. But yeah, what's so funny is, how 2020, what a dumpster fire of a year. And
it's been a crazy year. And
for this, for this thing to come out. So we have, someone says vodka, someone says a temperature thing. Ooh, that was a pretty good guess, because you see it has a power button and it's related to barbecue. But guys, what's up?
In a way, it kind of does have something to do with temperature, right?
Actually, you know what? You're 100% right. Right on. Papa Texas coming in. Thank you guys for showing your love and support. Look at that. See? Bam. Right there, brother. You are at 150K right there. That is awesome. Okay, wait. So Bobby didn't see it. I'm going to show her one more time, and then we're going to jump into what it is. So here's a photo of it again. And I just got to get into it. So because 2020 is so crazy, KFC, yes, the KFC, as far as like KFC chicken, literally put out a thing called the KF console. So KF console. And what this thing is literally a video game console system. This thing, you know how like the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever 5 just came out? This thing literally blows them both out of the water. But there's one catch to it, and I'll just play the video. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. Let me roll this, and you guys tell me what you think. This is like, my mind is blown. This is how you cap off 2020 right. And here you go. Check this out.
There's a reason mankind didn't peak with the discovery of fire or the invention of the wheel. It's a feeling inside all of us that compels us to go further, reach higher, and dream of ways to achieve the unachievable. When the odds are stacked against us and it seems like the entire world wants to tell us no, that's not possible. Surely that can't be done. And we look up to the stars and say, just watch me. Because we know that rules are made to be broken. We know that dreams are made to be followed. That the impossible is made to be possible. And that gaming consoles are made to evolve. Welcome to the next level in gaming innovation, the KF console.
I literally have no words right now other than, what the beep? I mean, so you have, let me recap, because even just watching that, it's like, wait, what did I just watch? It's a gaming console that you can literally put your fried chicken in, and the fried chicken actually hits over the heat sink, so it actually keeps your chicken warm while you're gaming. Now, why you would ever want to put greasy fried chicken anywhere near expensive electronics is beyond me, but my mind is blown. Like that is just, that is so fitting for 2020 of just like, you know what, whatever, so to me, just so basically it's a PC gaming computer. It's going to be coming out. It's about $2,000. I'm almost tempted just to get it because it is so ridiculous, but you can pretty much game on this thing and you can heat up your barbecue inside of it. And I'm like, that is, yeah, exactly. Bobby says my son can make his own dinner there. So that is crazy. And I just felt, I was like, I got to share this with you guys. We try to keep you up on the latest of, things that are coming out in the barbecue world. But now let us switch gears for a second there. That is, that's insane. Let's switch gears. And now, Jared, let's talk about the 2020 best cook in your book. You go first, man. You go first.
Oh, I'm going to have to call an audible and ask Melissa. What would you think our best cook was, babe? She's been there with me for all these cooks.
That's awesome.
And so
I would say when you got your pizza oven.
I would.
Ooh.
She says my pizza oven.
Because I love pizza.
She does love pizza. Matter of fact, we had French bread pizza tonight.
Man. Who doesn't love pizza?
Right. So yeah, you know what? I think my pizza oven was pretty dang awesome. We did homemade pizza at our wedding. It was kind of something that I wanted to do for her because she loves pizza that much, and super simple, super quick, and it was kind of everyone could kind of do their own thing. But yeah, the homemade pizza was pretty awesome.
That is so awesome. I think for mine, something that really blew me away was when you were helping me out with doing that pulled pork.
Okay.
I think I did that maybe a few days ago. And, there's, to me, I feel like just with new pellet grills and stuff like that, it feels like I'm learning the grill and I'm, experimenting with the barbecue too.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never had pulled pork with so much flavor and so tender. Like, in my mind, I'm striving for like, I know in my mind, like if I'm thinking I'm going to have the world's best ribs, I know in my mind what that's going to taste like.
Yeah.
And in pulled pork, I'm like, okay, here in my mind, I haven't attained to it yet, but here in my mind, it's going to be here. And when I, just hand cut into that pulled pork and tasted it, I mean, it surpassed what I could think of as far as good barbecue. So that one definitely takes the cake. I on the Facebook group, I had given out a barbecue journal today, and I'm literally going to write down that recipe verbatim. I do have a YouTube video out of it, and I'm literally not going to change a thing. I mean, it came out so good. So I'm basically going to, lock that in. I am seeing a few more people hop in. We got Johnny from View to a Grill. We got Pablo. What is going on? We got Mad Saxy up in this house. John, thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, I think for pulled pork, that was definitely, that one stood out as like amazing. Now we talked about the highs. Jared, now let's talk about, because 2020, most would say what a crappy year. What was like barbecue fail cook that you had this year?
Oh,
and if you want, I can go first while you think.
Yeah.
Okay,
you go first.
Because what's funny is it sticks out clear in my head, and this was back when it was my birthday. It was September 6th. And the only reason I know this is I was trying to do a barbecue birthday live stream, and it was 118 degrees in Los Angeles. And I set up my camera, and literally my camera overheats, and it was like, nope, I'm literally not going to do it. I whip out my phone, and instantly my phone heats while I'm trying to do a live stream. And I'm like, you know what? Literally had to throw in the towel and just say, you know what, maybe we'll come back in the evening. And we did. And still at the evening, it was like 85 degrees. I think the coldest it got was like 80, even at like the coldest point in the night. It was insane. But I remember that day, I was trying to record a video, and I was making these what are they, the shish kebab things, and I got that shish kebab maker, and it was hot that like when I like would pull down on the shish kebab skewer thing, it would just like it looked like runny diarrhea just coming out. Like it did not hold a shape at all. And so somehow I salvaged a video out of that, and somehow we enjoyed, these pork kebab things we made. But man, like that, it was just one of those. It was so hot out, trying to film. I'm sweating. It's 118 degrees out. I was like, okay, this probably goes in the book as, the worst barbecue experience or memorable experience for 2022 or for 2020. What about you, Jared?
Dude, I'm going to have to say we attempted to do catfish po' boys, and that was the biggest flop that never even made it to editing. It never made it to the rest of the cook. It was kind of one of those things that we both agreed like this was extremely horrible. Mm-hmm. We probably threw away £1.5 pounds worth of catfish.
It could not be saved.
It could not be saved.
Dang. Hey, Mad Sexy has a question. Do you want to take that one for Jared? He's talking about beef ribs.
Question: every time I barbecue beef ribs, they come out dry, but when I do pork, they are more juicy. What gives? So that's a great question. I would have to say that you have to remember one thing. Pork ribs initially have more fat, which keep them, give them more moisture into it. Now, also your beef ribs, it also depends if you're doing short ribs, if you're doing plate ribs, or if you're doing like, the little short ribs out there. But here in Texas, we call them plate ribs, which it's the 4-bone, which come with a nice layer of fat cap, which help with the moisture. So I would say know your cut of beef. If you do a choice, you do a select, you're getting what you pay for. If you go with a prime cut, one, you're going to have a lot more intermuscular fat inside of that, to where it's going to keep your meat a lot more moist. And that's one thing you want to remember. Like Papa, lower the heat, and that will also help you out with that too. And so a lot of things will come into factor, kind of like the time, the temperature outside, your humidity, and all that will come into play as well.
Right on, man. Well said. Now let's talk about when we're getting into as far as 2020, like basically kind of like channel highlights for us. And then and so I'll go first on this one. As far as looking at the Grill Sergeant channel, I think the highlight for this channel is, obviously the obvious one that we hit on December 24th, that our channel hit 10,000 subscribers. That has basically just been amazing. And I think just apart from that is basically this year being able to partner up with Pit Boss. It's pretty cool kind of now being on the inside of the barbecue industry, and you can put your ear to the ground and find out like product releases before they get announced. And I think that's pretty cool. And again, I would say, speaking for both of us, you and me, Jared, we're not big channels compared to like these like huge monster, like 1 million,
or even like Rush Jones, who just joined your channel right now.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, I would say we're just these small little, channels out here, but I'm thinking we're causing some waves here. So I would say for, the highlights for this channel, we hit the 10K mark, super excited about that. We teamed up with Pit Boss, and I'm not going to announce it yet, but I had just teamed up with another company that I'm like, crazy excited about. And so that I will definitely be announcing soon. Yeah, because I'm legit excited about this one. But Jared, if you want to let us know what do you got going on your channel, and what are some highlights you got going on that you want to talk about?
So, you know, kind of like what Girl Sergeant touched on, as a very small channel, less than 2,000 subs, I was kind of blown away when Cowboy Wagyu reached out to me and asked if I'd want to partner up with them and join their national grilling team.
That's so awesome.
That, I mean, a young channel like this being sponsored by a meat company to where every month I get monthly deliveries to my house of a Wagyu box.
You're
And
so lucky, dude. That's so awesome, man.
I mean, there's so many big channels out there that they could have went with, but like they said that we see potential. This is kind of like where we want to go. And it made me feel good just knowing that it shows that you don't have to be a super huge channel for someone to have faith in you.
Yeah.
And that's what made me feel good.
That's cool. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think personally, I look at you at one as like, dude, BFF, but two, dude, you may not know this, but you're a barbecue grand wizard. Like people, I'm telling you, like I kid you not, I was talking to a coworker today because he was like, "Oh, who's this Jared guy?" And I'm like, "Dude, I was barbecuing that the pulled pork." And I was like, "Hey, it's 2 p.m. My wife wants to eat at 5 p.m. And you're like, "Well, what are you in internally?" I'm like, 185. And you're like, "Okay, here's what you're gonna do: spritz it down, wrap it up. In 2 hours from now, it's gonna bring you to 205. Let it rest for an hour, and then dig in. If you don't do this now, you will not be eating by dinner time." And I'm like, you were like the barbecue whisperer. I'm like, oh my God. Because here's the thing. If I don't get food on the table when my wife wants to eat, it's just like, dude, barbecue becomes unfun at that point. So, I mean, it verbatim, like I literally probed it and I looked at the probe. I'm like, Jared, you son of a gun. It is perfectly 205. And I'm like, I'm convinced you are a barbecue wizard. And, so as much as, I think this Grill Sergeant Frac Daddy live show is just going to be awesome because, I'll bring the technical stuff. I'll bring the crazy good editing and video effects, and Jared could basically spill out all this barbecue geniusness, and boom. This is, it's basically, we got history in the making, and 2021 is looking all that better. So now, Jared, let's talk about what is in store for both of our channels come 2021. And I'll start off on this one. I know that what's funny is for Black Friday, not for this year, but the previous year, I had bought a sous vide machine. If you don't know what that means, is sous vide cooking is basically you're bringing up the temperature of your steak or whatever you're cooking. You're bringing it up to temperature, submerged in water, but the meat itself isn't touching the water. You have like a vacuum sealed bag and stuff like that.
Right.
And you have this machine that sits in the water and it brings it up to the perfect temperature. But the cool thing is you can bring it up to that temperature and basically just keep it at the temperature for as long as you want. And then when you're ready to enjoy your meal, you take it out of the bag, you do a quick sear on each side to give that beautiful texture on your meat, and then you carve in, and we're talking like melt in your mouth, butter, tasting meat. I mean, it's everything I've seen from this thing looks awesome, but I haven't done it yet. And so for 2021, I do want to introduce sous vide cooking to the channel and have fun with that, because from what I've seen so far and researched, it's amazing. Jared, what do you got going on for your channel?
So just the other day, well, about 3 days ago, I went out and I purchased a brand new Blackstone 36-inch Pro Series. And so we've already released 2 videos of 4 or 5 of our series that we're going to be putting out.
Nice.
And so you guys are going to start seeing a lot more of Blackstone cooks, griddle cooks, more outdoor cooking, not just technically barbecue, but more all around cuisine, more home style cooking,
Right.
more comfort food. But like I said, the biggest thing you're going to see is you're going to see a lot more of my Blackstone cooking, as well as what I would really like to roll out with 2021 is I would love to roll out with more cooks on my offset of that gator pit, to kind of help people who aren't very familiar with, fire management, with how to cook on an offset. I want to be that kind of person who will help them out. And so, we're going to be firing up I'm going to call mine the Frac Stone, because over here on Frac Daddy Barbecue, we do things different. And so we're going to roll with it, and we're going to show people what's up.
Just a FYI, in the description of this video, I actually put a link to Jared's channel. So after this video, basically click on that link. That will take you over to his channel. Make sure to subscribe and also check out that Blackstone series, because I'm just as interested. Now, actually, something funny for the people that are in here, I'd be curious, and I think Jared could ask this question too, is, so for me, I'm going to be getting into, sous vide cooking. Jared's going to be rocking out on his griddle. I would want to know from the comments in here, what's the first thing that I should cook sous vide? And if you want to help out Jared, leave some comments.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that you would want to see cooked on the Blackstone griddle? And so, Jared, actually, you know what? As they start typing that, what about you, man? Like, to me, what's the first thing I should try out sous vide? I'd love to get your take, man.
Dude, I would love to see you do a comparison cook with. I know you love ribeyes, so let's see you do a normal ribeye compared to a sous vide ribeye. Kind of like, let's see which one's going to do a little bit better.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm excited, dude, and I think that's going to be one of the first ones that I try. Now, as far as for you, to me, I've cooked one thing on a griddle, and it was a breakfast burrito, and it was so good. I kid you not, I'm not joking. As I'm cooking it, the smell from the griddle was so good. Literally, someone driving down the street was like, "Hey, are you selling those?" And I was like, "Oh no, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, trust me, I could be I could be doing this all wrong." So it was funny. There's something about breakfast burritos on on a griddle. Oh my gosh! And trust me,
I agree.
It was so good. So let's read some of these comments. So I'm seeing Dustin. He's saying he does hibachi on the Blackstone teriyaki steak and fried rice. Ooh, man, that looks. That sounds so good, man. I could see a picture Jared walking to the griddle like just being like, and you have like two spatulas in your hand, and you're like spinning the egg on the spatula like. Papa Texas says, for sous vide, check out my buddy Jax. I will, dude. And you know what's funny, dude? I love Jax's channel, and dude, that guy
he's got some great stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's like it's so like it's not like your typical like today we're going to barbecue a steak. He's just like, I have this 90-inch wok, and we're gonna do like this carnival style popcorn, and I'm just like, what? Like, it's something so like.
Matter of fact, the disc that he has.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why I bought that disc, because the company where they're at, Southwest Disc.
Yeah.
They're from my hometown.
What?
And so
nice.
And so that's kind of why I bought it, because I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Plus, they're also they're a veteran-owned company.
Sick. Nice.
So
Heck yeah, that is cool.
but I mean, Melissa told me if the only way I can buy this Blackstone is I have to make her smash burgers and breakfast burritos. And I'm like, is that all? I was like, is that all it takes? I'm like, sold.
That's awesome, man.
So
Nice. The now, did you? I have a 2-second short-term memory. Did you announce the type of videos you were putting out for the Blackstone that you're going to do?
So we did a kind of like a welcome home Blackstone to the Frac crew.
Word.
We've done a assembly video, which released 2 days ago.
Nice.
We were going to do our seasoning video, which we're going to combine with our seasoning and what's the best thing to cook on your brand new Blackstone. But here in South Texas, we've got some real horrible weather to where it's been raining for the past day and a half.
Jeez.
And so I'm like, really? Come on, man. Like, I'm trying to do these videos, but it's raining. So tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go out and I'm going to finish them. I'm going to finish that video.
Okay.
We're going to do an egg test before the what should I cook on it.
Nice.
And then after that, we'll do the combine that everything into one. So
nice. Now, do you? I'm looking at Lep's comment. Do you remember when Lep cooked a brisket on his Blackstone?
Yeah, but he didn't cook the whole thing on his Blackstone.
Okay, I remember seeing that and be like, dude, only like that's something so crazy that it's like, oh my gosh. Remember he had like this tin foil wrapped around and he had it. Oh, it was so ridiculous, dude. That to me, like, I totally relate, Lep, because I'm like, you're a crazy guy and I'm like, I can get, crazy too. So I'm just like, man, like that's something like,
I will say one thing. Lep has done some great stuff.
Yeah.
On that Blackstone.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, dude.
Honestly, like if you guys want to see some good Blackstone recipes, Leprechaun TV go check him out as well.
Hey, so Bobby says it looks like that is from, if I can see that, it looks like that's the bacon emoji. And now here's a question for you. Obviously, you're gonna, throw some bacon on that Blackstone. Do you save that bacon? Like, what do you do like with all that like bacon grease? Like, do you end up saving it to use for other things, or do you just discard it? Like, what do you do?
Oh, I mean, if you don't save bacon, if you don't save bacon grease, there's something wrong with you.
So tell me how that process works, because I'm genuinely curious. We'll usually if we're doing bacon on the stove at home, we'll save it, but like it's like pretty much the same way. You just like scrape it and save it in a mason jar or something. Pretty
much. I mean, we've got two. I mean, quart or whatever. Good size mason jars full of bacon grease.
Now, folks, Jared did say when his channel hits a 10,000 subscribers, he's going to literally drink a full mason jar of bacon. I'm just kidding. You're like, don't say that. I'm literally going to die. Like, are you kidding? You're trying to kill me? Hey, we got Kent in the house right now. We got some, we got
Melissa just said goodbye, cruel world.
She's going to be like, wait. Who's going to make my smash burgers? What the H, man?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? And Melissa, I could do that from you, man. Because
so here's also a positive. Andrew did say that if I hit 10,000 subs, he'll be my next door neighbor.
Say what now?
You said that if I hit 10,000 subscribers, you'll be my next door neighbor.
Well, how many craft IPAs did I drink? When I said that to you.
Well, you didn't have to. You sent me a picture with you as my next door neighbor.
All right. So actually,
look, this is one of two of my mason jars full of bacon grease.
That is a beautiful thing right there. Now watch this. Trip out on this. And true story. If there's any dog owners in here, There's sometimes, if your dog's like, no, they're stubborn sometimes, and they're like, I ain't gonna eat, like, whatever. Dude, if I put bacon grease and I mix that up in their dog food, dude, they're just like,
Dude,
oh.
Louis is the same way. He will not eat carrots, but the moment Melissa put bacon grease on his carrots, he was just like,
I'll eat this. Like, yep, yeah.
I'll eat it up right away.
They don't even care. They're like, they'll literally eat everything. It's just like, yep, even if there's like a hint of bacon grease on it, dude, they clear those bowls out. So,
oh yeah,
pro tip out there: if there's any dog owners, save that bacon grease. Coconut oil also works good. Oh, that's cool, Bobby. Very, very nice. Well, Jared, is there anything else you want to touch on before we go to bed and hear all these fireworks and gunshots go off?
I just want to kind of say, man, like I'm super grateful for all the friends that I've met and I've become friends with.
Word.
During 2020. Honestly, I would have never pictured you and I becoming as close as we have.
Word.
Rush Jones is in here right now. Rush Jones has been like a big supporter of my channel once he found out that I started a barbecue channel. And I mean, it's kind of one of them things. He kind of helped show me the in and outs, what to do, what not to do, kind of, tips and tricks. And so I just, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been part of, this channel.
Word.
From day one. I mean, I never thought this channel would be as big as it's getting as big as it is, but we're growing. Every day we're growing a little by little. And so I'm looking forward to the future of where we're going to be.
Word. So. Absolutely. Well, I think that was a beautiful, a short little live stream just to say Happy New Year's and to, explain what we got, going on and what we have looking forward to, looking forward to 2021. So thank you guys for hopping on. Seriously, it's funny. It's literally the people that are in this chat right now that literally, make this, barbecue nightlife fun. Actually, hold on a second. We got a special guest right here. Hold on a second. Come here, girl. Come here.
Willie, come here.
Look at this right here. My girl. Her name is Sky, and dude, she's so not cognizant that there's literally a live stream. She's just like, what? Like I literally try to tell her to like look at the camera, and it's just like no. But we let her do her thing. But anywho, man, oh my gosh. But anyway, guys, I do want to say Happy New Year, and I am excited to see what 2021 brings. From what I have to film and what we're going to be doing, like I'm going to 2021 being like, this is awesome. I do want to, before we do close out, I do want to do a special shout out and say thank you to Castle Hives. He is one of our basically channel members at the Elite Squad or whatever. So at the end of all my videos, I do give him a special shout out, and he is a awesome friend and supporter of the show. Other than that, guys, Jared, is there anything you want to say?
I know we kind of do like a little tradition. You'll do your show, and then we'll go hop on my channel for 30 minutes or just maybe till a little bit after 11. So if you guys want to,
until Melissa hits you with the shoe, be like, turn it off.
No, it's not going to be that long this time. But guys, we'll hop off of Andrew's.
Right on.
We'll pick back up on my channel just for a little bit. So if you guys want to come on over, ring in the, well, we're not going to ring in the new year with everyone, but
you just said it though, man. Like, come on, Jared, you can't be saying these things here.
But come on over, hang out with us just for a little bit, and we'll see you guys over here on Frac Daddy Barbecue.
Awesome, guys. All right. Hey, Jared, thank you for 2020. Just awesome friendship, awesome shows, and I can't wait to see you in 2020. All right, dude?
Bro, like I said before, man, you've honestly become like a brother to me.
Word.
And even though you're older and you're going to hit 65 sooner and get your AARP a lot quicker.
Did you say AR or AARP? Which one?
Okay, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go into that little.
All right, I will catch you guys on the flip side. All right, Grill Sergeant and Frac Daddy Barbecue out. Peace.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.